Hey guys, it's Palapu coming at you, and it is time to power up! Yeah. So sit back, eat your popcorn, and let's go! Alright guys, coming to you with another video. This is going to be the second one, and hopefully not the last. It just started. So this video, guys, I want it to be about top 10 ways not to die and to stay alive in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. So this isn't going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to go down the list of the top 10 that I've wrote down that I think might give you a better job at not dying, or doing better at not dying in Call of Duty. First off is your perk selection. Obviously the loadout that you use is very important, but this comes down to perk, and perk I'm looking at very specifically, and that being Ghost. Ghost is going to keep you off the minimap 100%. In this game, you do not have to be moving, you do not have to be doing anything. All you have to do is have the perk equipped, and you are off of the minimap anytime anybody uses a personal UAV or a full team UAV. The only thing it's going to put you on the minimap is if you start shooting without a suppressor. Now, when I was playing the beta on the early weekend, last weekend, I did notice every time I would shoot my gun, my little yellow triangle in the minimap would brighten up. It wouldn't be as translucent, it would become an actual yellow, solid yellow. So I don't know if that actually means, like you can kind of see just there, or next time I shoot, look at the arrow, it goes more yellow. It doesn't look as opaque, or opaque would be the right word. So if the suppressors don't keep you off the minimap, like in past Call of Duties, if you're shooting with a suppressor, you're also going to show up on the minimap. So that's my first tip. Make sure you have Ghost in this game, because UAVs are constantly going to be up. They're so easy to get. Secondly, this is a big thing, and this comes down to learning the maps, knowing when to sprint. A lot of times you're going to see people sprinting around corners, you're going to see people sprinting across like the road. For one, you can't be caught out in the open, so you got to have very good situational awareness of where you're at on the map, and where you're sprinting, because although the game, I think it's the sprint out times are actually less than the previous title, Black Ops 4, across the board for LMGs, SMGs, and assault rifles. The sprint out time is worse, especially when you do the double sprint. And if this game, even though it's slower paced, if you go around a corner and you're sprinting, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna have the advantage. So stop sprinting so much, and at least until you learn where you can sprint and where you can't sprint. The next one is kind of a funny one, but it's true. You need to be a sweat. Everybody talks about sweating it up, sweating it up, sweating it up. Try hards, bro. Focusing in this game is gonna keep you alive. Paying very close attention, like I said before, to what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you're getting killed is going to highly benefit you. So yeah, the next being, this game, as some of you know at least, is it's going to have skill-based matchmaking. Now, this is good and this is bad. Skill-based matchmaking is going to give you a challenge. I like challenges. I don't want it to be super easy mode. It's going to make you a better player, but it also means that it's going to place you in lobbies with people who have close or at similar, skill as you. So, now, if you want to kind of cheat this, I believe it's also going to not only skill-based matchmake you, but if you're in a party with your friends, it's also going to match you against other parties, or full parties, which means if your friends that you're playing with don't communicate a lot, and you just kind of crack up, have fun, which there's nothing wrong with that, and that other team's communicating and they're working as a team, that team's going to slaughter you. So it actually benefits you if you just want to go into a rando lobby or randy lobby and play with complete randoms, because it's going to still skill-based matchmake you, but I believe it's not going to put you in a lobby with other teams who are highly effective at communicating with one another. My next one, this is kind of a personal opinion. I mean, honestly, these are all kind of a personal opinion, but I do believe that having and playing with a higher sensitivity is going to yield better results, especially when someone runs up on you from behind and you just have that higher sensitivity. You know, you're going to be able to turn around on them and you're going to be able to kill them. That is if you can deal with the higher sensitivity. If the sensitivity is too high, you're going to have a hard time aiming your gun and stopping at a specific time. Now, it's kind of counterintuitive. If you want to get better with the higher sensitivity, you're going to have to use it. Maybe you try moving it up gradually. I did this so long ago, I think it was back in Modern Warfare 2 or the first Modern Warfare. So for me, it's natural. I can just jump all over the place and be fine. So play with a higher sensitivity. The next one is going to be known as sound whoring. This game, there is only one way to get rid of your footsteps, and that is the dead silence. It's like a equipment similar to the munitions box that you just saw me throw on the ground. The dead silence gets rid of your footsteps, but for the most part, you're not going to have that. At least I haven't used it, and they haven't unlocked it yet. So get a headset. Go buy a headset. It doesn't have to be an expensive one. Go buy like some A10s or something like that, and just use those, and you're going to be able to hear anybody that's walking up on you, wherever they're coming from. God, if they're halfway across the map, no, that's an exaggeration. You're not going to be able to hear them across the map, but you're going to hear them when they're coming, and you have to use that to your advantage because it's super crucial in this game. The next one is going to be kind of funny because a lot of people have been complaining about this specific type of play in the game, and that's camping. Camping, as you can see here, if I was not camping in this building, well, I died there, but if I was not camping in the building, I wouldn't have been alive as long. There's a time to camp and there's a time not to camp, and you have to know if the other team is being aggressive or are they being campy, and you have to play to how they're playing. So being very aware, once again, coming back to kind of the beginning, situational awareness and focus, you have to be aware of how to play campy or not campy. And I know some people are going to give me flack for that, but guess what? Everybody's going to do it at certain times, and it's going to keep you alive if you do it in the correct times. Even, let's just say, if like you find a spot on the map and you just lock that spot down. Maybe you just run circles in a building. Maybe you just run up and down the stairs, run outside the building, but you know that spot better than anybody else. And when someone comes into that area, you kill them. You don't have to necessarily sit in the corner and not move the entire game, but just holding down an area. Set up some claymores, set up a choke point. If they come in that area, you got them. Next, it's kind of counterintuitive, and it kind of goes back to playing the game and becoming aware of where you can go on the map and when you can't, and that's dying a lot. You need to die a lot to understand how to not die. That is the sad truth. But you know, playing with your friends in private matches once the full game comes out, or even in this beta, play this game like there's no stats, because there isn't stats. There are no stats tracked. So go out there, play the game, figure out what not to do and what to do, because I learned very quickly in this game, do not run across this road. You see these people keep running across this road? They keep dying. And they clearly have not died enough to figure that out. So if you guys want to learn how not to die, you need to go die a lot. Next, this comes back to the situational awareness in a sense, but it is build your loadout to the style of map that you're playing. This map there are a lot of long sight lines, okay? What that means is, for example, out this window you can see me looking out of, I can see clearly to the other side of the map, which means a sniper rifle or an assault rifle is going to be the advantageous weapon to have. Not a shotgun, not a submachine gun, not a pistol. You want to know what weapon loadout or loadout in general to take for that map. If it's Hackney Yard, which is a run and gun, small little warehouse and a couple offices with no long sight lines, and you're running a sniper rifle, you're probably gonna die. You're probably gonna die a lot. You might have some fun. Maybe that's what you want to do, is just go in there and have some fun, do some quick scopes. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Next, and the last, and but not least, suck less. You need to stop sucking. Okay, this one's kind of a joke. So I guess it's really 9 things, but dude, stop being so terrible at the game. And the way you do that comes back to the beginning. Situational awareness. If you see teammates doing something and they're going 25-2, you need to be like, dude, what are you doing? Like, this comes down to even watching pro gameplay. You know, that a lot of people that talk about to become a pro, what you have to do is you have to analyze their gameplay. This comes back to checking out their loadouts. If you're running a loadout, you can actually analyze all their stuff. You'd be like, okay, well, they're running this gun or that gun on this specific map. I'm not doing that, so boom, I'm gonna do that. So, you know, that's it. That's all I really have. There's technically 10 ways, but you know, the 10th was kind of a joke. So other than that, just go out and play the game and have fun. Alright guys, so that concludes the video. Thank you so much for giving me so much love on the last video. I really appreciate it. I want you guys to leave me down in my comment section, what do you think is the best way not to die? And also, I want you guys to continue telling me your feedback. How can I improve? Because that's all I'm here for, is to improve and get better. If you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see me stream on Twitch, come see me at twitch.tv/Pawapu, 8 p.m. Central Time every single night. Love you guys. Check out all my other social media. I post clips on Instagram. I post what I think on Twitter. Come at me, bro. And last but not least, if you want to see more, subscribe.